It's just really helped me to turn my pain into purpose.
New tonight at 9, October marks Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and tonight we meet a Bay Area-based survivor who took what she learned through the experience of chemo and recovery and put it all in a book to try to help others through their journeys. Nearly 300,000 Americans are diagnosed with breast cancer every single year.
Yeah, and that's why it's important, especially for women, to get, regular checkup. Our Current 4's Ella Sogomonian is here in the studio. Ella, we know this really hits home for you.
Yeah, you guys mentioned the staggering number of people who get diagnosed every year. My mother is a survivor, but she was lucky to find it early because, as you mentioned, it's important to get checked as often as need be to do that. I also met another woman who you heard from just a minute ago, who was a health and wellness writer and coach when she found out that she had cancer back in 2018. So she did what she knew how to cope. She wrote it all down and published this book, which she hopes will help other women who might be struggling. At 44 years old, health and wellness journalist and yoga teacher Sharon Brock found out she had stage 2 breast cancer during a regular checkup with her OB/GYN.
Right after diagnosis was shock and disbelief. I thought, this could never happen to me. I'm a healthy person. This doesn't make any sense. And then after that was the anxiety, the fear of death was an experience it was an emotion I've never felt before.
Brock had to undergo chemotherapy and says she lost a year of her life in that fight, but gained significant insight into the struggle. She turned her pain into purpose by doing what she knows how to do best, right. Her book, titled The Lovey Method, Mindfulness Meditation for Breast Cancer, breaks down the acronym that helped her get through it. L for labeling the emotion, O for observing it, V for valuing the emotion, E for embracing it, and the last E for equanimity, which means coming to terms with the reality that she was facing mortality for the first time in such a scary way.
When I reduced my suffering and my resistance to my cancer diagnosis, and I was, able to accept it and work with it, my suffering greatly reduced. It was incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Brock believes the mindful practices helped her physical health in a positive way as her side effects after chemo became less aggressive each time. So if anybody out there is looking to reduce their risk, it is better to cut down on alcohol and maintain a healthy weight, which are two well-established risk factors. So again, this is just a really good reminder for all of us to get checked, especially if you had a mom who's had breast cancer, you're more likely to get it. So I myself have recently learned that I have to get checked after the age of 35 every 6 months. So stay on top of those doctor's visits.
Ella, good advice. We've worked with you over the years and we had no idea about your mom. We've met your mom. So she had stage 1. And she went through chemo, and it's...
Well, luckily she found it early enough that we didn't have to go through chemo, and it was a quicker fix. They took it out through surgery, and shortly after she just did radiation externally. But there are just different methods, and another question is, what does your insurance cover? So that's another topic for a later discussion.
Sadly, so many people, we know
have
breast cancer. Good advice. Thank you.